Welcome to another episode of Brainfold Builders, where we build your brain folds to be big and strong. In this tutorial, we will be going over Chapter 1, Programming Challenge 3 from the book Starting Out with C++, 9th edition. Let us jump right in. So, first we will always have our target statement. Why does this program exist? What is its purpose? This program calculates the total cost for a garden center. Great. Now we go on. Include IO stream. This includes the header file named input-output stream. It makes it so that you can produce output in the terminal, see input in the terminal, and gather input from the terminal end user. Just as a random side note, a header file is actually a bunch more code that is automatically implemented during the preprocessor phase of your compiler. So it's like you coded that, but you actually didn't. It's like a little cheat code. It's pretty cool. I'll be going over that in a computer science lecture, but not now. Now we move on to using namespace standard. This declares the scope of the namespace so we don't have to write the prefix std::: in front of every single function, which is kind of a pain on these small programs. Of course, this is not great for larger programs, but for starting, it is amazing because, you get to be just a touch lazy. Now we have int main. This is our main function. All of our code will go here for now inside of these two nice bracket boys. So, what do we got? This time we are adding three different costs. You can see that we have in a double data type soil cost, seed cost, fence cost, and then our total spent here. As you can imagine, we will be collecting soil cost, the cost of the seed, and the cost of the fence, and then we're going to be adding all three together. Let's go ahead and just look at the cout statements. So we got cout greater than, how much did your soil cost greater than, and L. Honestly, I think I'm just going to find a different name for these every single video. Anyway, end L stands for end line. So in the terminal, it's going to output this sentence here, and then it's going to skip down to the next line and gather your input. And we're going to repeat that for cost of the seed and cost of the fence. Note the difference between this symbol for cout and this symbol for cin. With cin, it's pointing towards where it will be storing the input. So cin, and it's pointing towards soil cost. So whatever you enter here, it's going to be stored to soil cost. Same thing for seed cost and fence cost. Since I've gone over the top one, let's just skip these two because they're the exact same. Now we have our tiny little calculation. We have total spent, and whatever this is will be stored to total spent. So we are storing the soil cost plus the seed cost plus the fence cost to total spent. It is not equal to, we are storing it. We are assigning this value to total spent, our variable. There is a difference between assignment, which this is an assignment, and equivalence. For example, this would be equivalence. Double equal sign is equivalence. We are not doing that here. We are assigning. Now we're going to output the total amount spent. Cout and our format we've talked about. And then we will output our variable here for total spent and then end the line. Let's go ahead. Wait. Ooh, return. We got to include our return. So this is an optional thing, but return 0. So that means if our code runs through successfully every single line, no errors, it will return a 0 saying, hey, I made it through. Let's run it now. My favorite part, running it. Do you like my new blue cursor? It's pretty nice. So, how much did your soil cost? Let's say $3 on the dot. That's pretty cheap for soil in my opinion. How much did your seed cost? 55. Actually, we'll do 55 cents. How much did your fence cost? We will say $450. In total, you spent $453.55. That seems like a fair enough price for a garden center startup. Thank you. This has been at Brainfold Builders going over some more programming challenges. Now I will be going over Chapter 2 in the next couple videos. If this helped you, subscribe, share, maybe consider liking, or just do nothing and keep cramming, I guess. See ya.